During job interviews, people are often asked to describe their strengths or achievements, as well as their limitations or failures. I'd like to discuss how to discuss your strengths and your limitations more effectively. We'll begin with discussing strengths. When preparing for job interviews, identify 3 or so key strengths or achievements that you'd like to convey. Now, during the interview, when conveying your strengths or achievements, you should first demonstrate some modesty, referring to the insistence you receive from other people. You might say, because of the support from my colleagues, I was able to develop and promote some innovations around psychology apps. Now, when you're modest, the employer might feel you understated your strengths and therefore assume that you exhibit many other capabilities as well. In addition, when you use positive words to refer to other people, like supportive or helpful, these positive words are actually ascribed to you. That is, the employees can't see the other people, and so they unconsciously need to attach these words, such as supportive or helpful, to someone. And so they tend to attach these words to you, the person at whom they're looking. You will thus seem more supportive and helpful if you utilise these terms. Second, when conveying your strengths or achievements, describe some tangible and concrete examples. Don't merely state you're innovative. Describe 1 or 2 innovations you developed. If employees can visualise your answers, the answer is easier to understand, and people tend to trust information that's easier to understand. They feel more dubious about information that's harder to process or understand, called the fluency bias. When discussing limitations, you need to apply other principles instead. First, don't blame anyone else. Don't blame a failure on inadequate management, for example. Employees prefer candidates who feel they can control their destiny, called an internal locus of control. They feel these candidates will be more effective. Second, don't depict yourself as a victim of injustice. Employees and people in general often blame victims, such as victims of crime. That's because individuals like to believe the world is fair. So they seldom want to accept the world is actually unfair and that people can be unfortunate. And so therefore they often convince themselves the victim is partly or even wholly to blame. Third, refer to the effort you devoted to attempts to overcome your limitation. So employees are likely to apply a tendency called the effort heuristic. And in essence, if people feel you devoted effort to some task, they feel that success is likely. That is, they overestimate the benefits of effort and persistence. For example, they might assume that some product is better if years, rather than months of work, were devoted to the development of this item. Fourth, refer to how you utilise your inherent strengths to overcome this limitation. This answer enables you, again, to refer to another strength, but also employees are particularly impressed by a strength that seems innate or natural to the person. That is, for some reason, individuals overestimate the value of these natural talents.